Deep down inside, EU4 is a game that is mostly about painting maps, isn't it? But there's another side to this game. It's the historical side, where a lot of people look at the map and think, gee, this must be what the world looked like in 1444. Well, the vanilla EU4, not so much, but the Victorium Universalis EU4, kind of, not 100% accurate either, and I guess some things we'll never know from history, right? But it definitely tries to portray a lot more historical, the map of EU4, than the base game does. Plus, there's a lot of added stuff in it that are absolutely amazing. So, let's start off our campaign here as Wallachia. Now, you might be wondering, why did you choose to play Wallachia with this mod rather than playing it in vanilla? Nothing wrong with vanilla Wallachia, but I kind of got bored with it, especially since this mod adds a ton of extra flavor, and the fact that the Ottomans are way harder in this. I mean, they start with close to 1,000 development, whilst we start with, what do we have? We got 96 development. The bright side is that we do have cores on the lands here of the Ottoman Empire. The goal of this campaign is going to be obviously to survive, because historically, after a few years, the Wallachians actually became vassals of the Ottomans, and we're going to try to prevent that vassalage from happening. In fact, we're going to try to get back our cores. I'm going to have to get a lot of mercenaries for that, that's for sure. And I also want to highlight some things about the mod that I really enjoy, that I think you guys might enjoy as well, since honestly this is one of the most fleshed out mods I've seen in EU4 so far. So if you play the same game again and again and you're tired of vanilla, you want to try out some mods, definitely try this one. So obviously we're going to do a very standard estate here with the +3 mana privileges, supremacy over the crown, patronage of the arts, and the different thing is we're going to give out expansion of zealotry so we can get extra morale when fighting other religions. Summon the diet and also seize the Kronlands. Not sure how much money I have, but I'm gonna get a morale of armies advisor. Definitely need this guy. Historically speaking, in 1444, Vlad II Dracul was in charge of the country, and he is the dad of Dracula, essentially. The name of Dracula actually comes from the fact that his dad, Vlad II, was a part of the Order of the Dragon. Oh, what? We can remove Central American nations, North American primitive nations. Oh, is that gonna help with the lag and stuff? You know what? I don't mind removing these guys, simply because I'm not going to be playing in those areas in this campaign at least. So let's do that and not do any of these. Activate new goods. Tar, ebony. Oh my god, yes, please. I want new goods. We got the standard vanilla mission tree, so nothing changed there. Let's see how many troops we can get. We can get up to 11 on our land force. That's pretty good, actually. Do we have any professionalism? No. All right, that's to be expected. Let's get the free company over here and let's recruit a few other regular units. I'm gonna need a loan. Well, in that case, we're gonna get you know which loan. And now Rekrutski Morunutski. Oh, look at the alliances we can get. We can get the Bulgarians as our ally. In case you guys didn't know, in 1444, there was one holdout of the Bulgarians that was still independent, mainly because when the Ottomans did conquer Bulgaria, they pretty much just avoided and didn't care about this area. Talking about the citadel of Lovech, which eventually did get conquered, I think around 1450 something, maybe a little bit earlier, I'm not sure when exactly. But yeah, this was the last holdout, independent holdout of Bulgaria. I'm gonna ally them, not gonna lie. I don't mind having a little bit of a role play here. Oh my god, the amount of rebels around them. Sunni zealots already. The Ottomans are having issues, huh? Glad to see that. Also, the Ottomans have only 5,000 manpower. Is that to reflect the fact that they just came out of the Ottoman interregnum and that they also had a lot of wars prior to 1444 that basically drained their manpower? Or is it just like most nations start with 5k? Let me just double check on that. I think most nations start with very little. Aust starts with 4,000, 3,000 Hungary, 5,000 Milan, 4,000 Burgundy. Okay, definitely nations start with a lot less. Base value for manpower is 5,000. All right, fair enough. So let's see what we have here. We got a lot of farmlands apparently, and I like the fact that they've actually added images for the various tiles. Like you have an image of what I assume to be medieval Bucharest here. Let's see if they added for other areas as well. They did. Oh, look at that. We got Trgovište. We have something that looks like Dracula's castle from all the movies. This image here, I'm actually thinking is the castle from Hunedora. No, this is the castle from Hunedora. They added that one as well. What castle is this though in Târgoviște? I've never heard of this one though. I like the new images. Like, look at the woods here. Look at the mountains. They're beautiful, man. This kind of makes me mention the fact that, you know, I really enjoyed this mod, not just because of the extra flavor that it adds and the historical accuracy that it adds to a certain extent, of course, but it also has a lot of things that make more playable. Like, look at this. You can navigate river tiles and the Danube, so you can go all the way, I'm guessing, to the Black Forest where the Danube originates from. Yep, you sure can. I can send my fleet down. Oh, there you go. Karakayunlu Rebellion. Iraq is an independent state. They have scripted events as well. I think I showed this in one of my previous Victorium Universalis videos, if I'm not mistaken, the Byzantine one. You can find a link to that one in the description, by the way. It was really fun as well. And let's see what's happening here. We're navigating the treacherous Danube all the way to its origin. I like that Vlad actually starts out as a general, and he's pretty decent, 333. That makes sense. He was a Knight of the Order of the Dragon, as I said earlier before, and he was actually a really good fighter. He had a bit of a misfortune with the fact that, you know, he was the leader of Wallachia, and it's a pretty small country. It was a pretty small country anyway. And because of that, he got attacked by the Ottomans multiple times, and at one point he had to give away his sons as hostages. Vlad Tepes, or Vlad III, as we know him, Dracula, and Radu cel Frumos, or Radu the Handsome, I guess you would call him in English. Yeah, so he gave these two away. They lived mostly at the court of Edirne with the Sultan Murad. They lived in Edirne. They learned Turkish. Eventually, Vlad and Radu came back to Wallachia. Vlad first. Radu came back because he was sent by the Sultan to take out his brother, Vlad. Radu being loyal to the Sultan. Vlad faking the fact that he was loyal to the Sultan so he can be sent back, so he can start a rebellion against the Ottomans and get independence for Wallachia. Albeit what actually happened was Wallachia became a vassal of Hungary, then back to a vassal of the Ottomans afterwards. It's really complicated. Not gonna lie, the history of the Romanian principalities in the Middle Ages is really interesting, but at the same time really sad, because it is essentially a couple of small nations trapped in between massive empires, be it the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Austrians and Ottomans. Later, the Polish-Lithuanians were replaced with the Russians and so on. At any point in time, we were always sandwiched here, protected by the Carpathians in any case. Funny fact, by the way, Vlad's brother, Radu, he was actually in the siege of Constantinople, so he was one of the vassals of the Ottomans that were sieging on the last holdout of the Romans, because they were the Romans after all, even though they spoke Greek by this point. So what I'm thinking to do now is basically just get an alliance with all of these ragtag boyos here, whoever wants to fight against the Ottomans. I don't think I have many options though. Like, I'm thinking maybe Epirus might be an option as well. I'm pretty close to getting that alliance with them, but I would have to either improve or something with them. The great part is that we do have access to the overall sea tiles of the world via the Danube. So that's better than most nations in this area, I can say, since the Caspian does not have a connection to the rest of the sea tiles of the world. Hey, we won, boys. We won this sea battle already, okay? We're fighting the Nogai sea-wise, and we got all the good seamen in us. Sorry, I mean with us, okay? So I can have up to 41 loans at the same time. And I got 11 land force limit. The Ottomans have 34, at least 34. Actually, let me check how much they have land force limit wise. They got 61. England's first? Holy snaps, man. They're not gonna get up to 61 yet because they're really struggling with their manpower because of the game mechanics from the mod. So I honestly believe that the best option for me is to actually attack the Ottomans myself after the truce is over, of course. I have a truce until 49, I'm assuming. This is to signify the Battle of Varna, the Crusade of Varna, whatever you want to call it. The failed attempt to liberate the Balkans from the Ottomans is probably the best way of calling it. Truth is that there was not a peace deal in 1444, November 11, when the game starts, but there really is no way of actually showing how diplomacy worked in the Middle Ages in the game. So what we have right now in EU4 is the closest we'll ever have to something of the sorts. Oh, what? Roads give us local development costs minus 25% and friendly movement speed plus 15. Whoa! Mines also give us a chance of getting gold, lead, iron, tin, zinc, and copper copper, and you can build them in mountains. Yo, I freaking love this mod, seriously. So imagine you build this specific building here, and it gives you a chance of spawning in certain goods. So can you just delete it and try and build it a second time to get the certain good a second time? I don't know. I'll try that out later. I do want to build some roads now, though. Let's see where we have our best province to develop. So that would be Târgoviște. Let's build a road in Târgoviște. There you go. It's only 37. Ooh, juicy. Maybe another road in Bucharest as well, since it's also only 37. And we can develop these provinces a little bit. Maybe play toll for a while, say. I just noticed that we have Carpathians in this province here. What the schnaps is this? Bucegi especially never had any sort of Germanic minority, or Câmpulung for that matter. I mean, the Germans did settle in the Brașov, Sibiu, and all of this area here. That's accurate, right? However, the cities were German. They never had a majority, especially south here or in the mountains themselves. It's like showing Rome as having Romanian culture because there's 100,000 of us living there today. Probably more than that, to be fair. And look at that. We can dev this up for 10 mana points. How about after encourage development? 7 mana points. Oh boy. Let's do it. Let's get this bad boy up. Let's see this one as well. Developing everything here, even a little bit of tax. Screw it. I want to get more development. I gained like 20 something. Not bad overall. And because of the extra dev, we can also recruit more units now. Insufficient manpower happened to us. What? Hold up a second. What? Make Norway a junior partner. What's happening here? What is up with all these events? I'm loving this stuff. Okay, so Norway is a junior partner of Sweden, and they are in the Danish-Swedish unification war. That's definitely a triggered event there to simulate what actually was happening in this area at this time. Ottomans just started supporting the independence of Transoxiana, so if we're lucky, we might get to the Ottomans at war with the Timurids. A few years prior to this, the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid was killed by the Timurids under Timur when they invaded Anatolia and kicked the butts of the Ottomans. So that's pretty fresh in the minds of in-game Ottomans for sure. Only 40 something years prior to this, right? That's how the interregnum started, by the way, in the Ottoman lands. I mean, the civil war, essentially, to see who's going to be the ultimate onion head lord. All right, we can get these boys now after a little bit of improve your relationio, and we're over our relation slots. Okay, there's only 3 in this mod. Fair enough. Ottomans gain territorial core on all of this stuff. Okay, so apparently the Byzantines are going to get their asses kicked by the Ottomans very, very soon, I'm assuming. They got Athens and Lesbos as vassals, and they got Serbia as an ally. Yeah, I expect the Ottomans to attack the Byzantines soon. I'm also wondering why they have not yet attacked Bulgaria, even though they have a core in it for some reason. And I think that's also the reason modders added this, so that the Ottomans attack Bulgaria over any other nation, so they prioritize attacking it. I also want to mention that you guys notice that this is sea tile, right? Because of that, if I have a strong enough fleet, I can actually prevent the Ottomans from crossing over on my side here, as long as I take the cities of Kule, Yergogu, and then I have my fleets protecting the sea tiles there. I'm super happy to see that, because this is not the only instance with the Danube, right? There's other rivers like this, like the, what is this, the Volga or Dnieper? Yeah, this is the Dnieper, and the Volga is this one, I think. It should be this one going over to Stalingrad, right? And yeah, these kind of rivers pose a massive tactical advantage that you don't really see exploited in the base game. I feel like EU5, whenever that's going to come out, if it has this system, right, where you get to have ships go up rivers and have those rivers possess such massive tactical advantages, well, that's going to change the outcome of a lot of wars. We can support the independence of Moldova. You know what? To do that, if my Moldovan brothers want to fight against their Polish overlord, I really don't mind helping them out with that. They're allied to Gotland and Muscovy. What? Hold up, no. I'm sorry, Moldova. I love you and all, but like having to fight. Well, hold on a second. Actually, how many troops they got? 12,000 for Poland, 24,000 for Muscovy. You know what? Let's do it, man. Let's fight for our independence, Moldova. Let's do it, bro. And speaking of Moldova, please do not attack Poland whilst I'm at war with the Turks. We got military tech 4, which means we got some extra infantry shock and a few other goodies. Let's see what the Ottomans have. They also have military tech 4. Oh, damn. And they have 53 25,000? What? When did they get so many units, man? Oh, they're at war with the Castilians. Conquest of Alhama. Oh, are they allied to Granada then? They are allied to Granada. Let me check if they have mercenaries or something. They got no mercenaries. That's their own manpower pool. Wow. Okay. Can I get alliances? I can get some. Karaman. Karaman might help. Let's see. Let's see if we can convince Karaman to join us here. We can! Oh, my lord. Look at this, boys. Alright, 8 days. Come back, boyo. Let's do this. Let's frahicking do this, boy. Devil's Vault. Shall we go with the Devil's Vault? Let's go actually with the Yorgogu. Take Yorgogu. Main goal. It's now or never. If we fail now, we're gonna be dead anyway. So, fingers crossed, we're not gonna embarrass ourselves. After all, there's people watching these videos. I hope. No, for sure. I know you guys are watching. You are watching, right? Please. Also, if you are watching, just putting it out there, I want to do a special economy guide once 1.34 comes out, but only if we get 140,000 subs by the end of this month. That's my only request. If you enjoyed the videos, please do consider subscribing. It would really help me out a lot and encourage me to make more awesome videos like this that hopefully keep you entertained. I love the fact that the Ottomans are basically fighting the Spanish and they're sending their fleet against me rather than against the Spanish. Let's see if we can actually defeat that fleet though. They got 10 cogs. Should not be too difficult to defeat 10 cogs. We got 8 galleys, so we basically built a few extra ships just in case we need them, and we definitely do need them. Alright, we managed to win that. Nice. They got what? They got 6 cogs, 1 galley coming. Yeah, we can do that. Come on, my boy. You got to win it. You got... Oh, we killed their galley. That's pretty good. Luckily for us, though, the Ottomans are 100% focusing on Karaman. And what the hell is that? Holy mother of God. Are you guys seeing this sprite? That looks so freaking scary. Is that the Sipahi? Fingers crossed we managed to take the city before they turn their eyes on us. So that's probably gonna happen after they kill off the Karamani here. Also, Chandar, I need to say, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Instead of allying the Ottomans, you should have been joining us against them. Imagine if this actually fell at 7%. The first time in the history of video making when that would actually be happening here, boyos. It didn't happen. Of course it didn't happen. Oh, what? Hungary. 65 ducats. Whoa. That's very, very generous of you, sir. Historical Bulgarian siege of Edirne, 1455 visualized. Seriously, though, we got super freaking lucky here because the Ottomans did lose most of their fleets, and we also managed to rebuild most of our fleet. Plus, we got some help along the way because the Castilians, which now made peace with the Ottomans, kicked their freaking butts. They didn't take anything though, so that's pretty dumb of them, not gonna lie. That's like really, really dumb. Now the Ottomans are focusing 100% on us and they got 60,000 units, but we do have some war score from here. Problem is that Karaman is pretty much fully sieged down, and until these guys peace out, I am losing a lot of war score from that. Most of it, as you can see, is from having Karaman provinces occupied. Hey, Karaman peaced out. They ceded, holy mother of God, half of their country to the Ottomans. Fair enough. Bye-bye, Karaman. Oh, is that a picture of the city of Karaman? I never knew that is actually a city, but you learn something every day, don't you? And this is Kayseri. Wow, that's actually beautiful. I should definitely do a trip to Turkey at some point, like to visit the Anatolian parts, not just Constantinople. I actually can take the stuff that I want. Oh my God, 3134. Oh shit, if I take this city, I might actually be able to take that. Are you kidding me, bro? I know what you're also thinking. Oh, but Ludi, you don't want to give Bulgaria some land? No, I don't want to. It kind of makes sense that it costs so little, though, considering that their country is massive and this is like 4 development provinces. Well, I mean, Constanza is 8 development, so there's that. And their army is basically roaming around here. Yeah, it's definitely time for me to peace out. 29% war score. That is a-okay with me. Let's actually get Varna also. I'm taking the Varna province, okay? This is literally what the Crusaders never could achieve. Can I actually take more stuff? Oh my God, I'm making massive Romania. I'm also going to try and take as much money as I can, which is apparently nothing. fine. All right, what if I don't take provinces? Can I take some money? Because I took 70% of all loans that I could ever take. So if I don't take some money, I'm going to go bankrupt after this war. 271 is going to come to us. That is okay with me. Let's go with this, boys. We won the War of Independence, okay? We are independent now. We don't depend on the Ottomans anymore. Also, I did it so I can attack Bulgaria next, now that I have a border with them, and because we both know they're going to cancel the alliance with me. They don't trust us anymore because I didn't give them land. And also the Byzantines, which have not been killed by the Ottomans just yet, are going to get killed by me. So let me start getting my claim on them. Bring this back from the Ottoman lands. Oh, and guess what, boyos? We can get an alliance with the Muscovite. And not only the Muscovites, but also other countries here like Georgia. Hell yeah, it's way better than what did I have before, Trebizond. So breaking alliance, Trebizond with me. Nobody gives a schnaps. Get out of here, Trebizond. I don't like you anyway. Theodoro is a vassal of Trebizond? What? When did that happen? And in case you were wondering, guys, yes, that was a very lucky run. Also, not my first run. Whatever number this is, I don't know. If it goes up on YouTube, it means it's the one that I did win the war. And we've also paid most of our loans up, so now we don't need to worry about bankruptcy anymore because we can take bigger loans now. 95 ducat loans, in fact. Way better than the 40-something that we were able to take before. Are we still supporting the independence of Moldova? We are. And they're allied to Lithuania? What? Oh, Lithuania is a junior partner of Poland, and all of their junior partners are disloyal. Wow. Except Mazovia for some reason. They're still allied to Muscovy, though, so I kind of don't want to break my alliance with Muscovy if I have to go in an independence war of Wallachia, Moldova. Tough decision right there, not gonna lie. So what the schnaps? Aragon allied Hungary. Thanks for the ultimate cuck, Aragon. If you enjoyed it and you want to see a second part, if we get 10,000 likes by the end of the month, alright? It's always by the end of the month. So if we get the like goal, we'll do a second part where we unify all of the Romanian principalities. That's not gonna be easy, so yeah, give me that like, bro. And until the next time, check out this awesome England video. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.